Coming up today on the Raiders Report, we've got some big updates before training camp that every member of Raider Nation needs to hear. Training camp is right around the corner, and one story could have a real impact on the team's roster. But before we jump into the latest news, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit that bell icon so you never miss any breaking Raiders updates. Now, let's get into it. One headline that's turning heads today involves linebacker Charles Snowden. He's set to appear in court tomorrow, July 22nd, for a DUI case stemming from an arrest on December 10, 2024. Reports state that his blood alcohol content was over twice the legal limit. This hearing is important because training camp begins tomorrow, and any legal outcome could affect the team. A first-time DUI in the NFL typically leads to a 3-game suspension, according to league policy, unless there are special circumstances. For a player like Snowden, who's fighting for a roster spot, missing games could mean losing a key opportunity. It's also a stark reminder of the weight that comes with wearing the silver and black, especially after high-profile incidents in recent Raiders history. The Raiders have had their share of off-field distractions lately. From Roderick Teamer to Nate Hobbs and now Charles Snowden, these incidents are a wake-up call. Raiders coaches must remind every player of the legacy they represent, the Al Davis standard, where discipline off the field matters as much as performance on it. Snowden's upcoming court appearance could cost him valuable time just as training camp kicks off. For a player fighting for a roster spot under a brand new regime, every snap matters. Missing even the first day can tilt the odds against him. With the team already holding an open roster spot after parting ways with Carter Bradley, the pressure is on Snowden to prove he belongs in silver and black. In this competitive environment, one misstep could mean the difference between staying and being cut. The big question circling Raider Nation right now: will Charles Snowden survive the final roster cuts? With the possibility of a 3-game suspension looming, opinions are split. Some believe the team might have already moved on if they were planning to cut him. The fact that Snowden remains on the roster suggests that the coaching staff still sees potential. This new Raiders regime, led by Pete Carroll, Patrick Graham, and Rob Leonard, is focused on reshaping the team's culture. While they don't want the outside world to associate the franchise with off-field issues, they also know talent can't be wasted. If Snowden proves he can help the defense, he may still find himself wearing silver and black when the 53-man roster is finalized. One big reason Charles Snowden still has a shot at making the Raiders roster is the respect he's earned inside that locker room. Teammates know him as a grinder, a player who brings energy and effort every single day. Last offseason, fans were rooting for him through every snap of the preseason, and his compete mindset hasn't wavered since. Leaders like Max Crosby and Tyree Wilson have previously praised his work ethic, and the coaching staff recognizes the same. Despite a rough 2024 season for the team overall, Snowden was one of the bright spots, logging over 400 snaps, a career-high 39 tackles, and proving he can step up when injuries hit hard. Standing 6'7" and 245 pounds, the undrafted linebacker offers length and versatility that could keep him in silver and black. Another factor in Snowden's favor is the Raiders' need for reliable depth on the defensive front. Max Crosby remains the heart of the line, but he's been battling injuries in recent years. Malcolm Kuntz lost all of last season to an ACL injury, and Tyree Wilson has been adding size, possibly preparing for more time on the inside. The Raiders are building a versatile group, and players who can adapt are invaluable. There's even good news on Christian Wilkins, who was recently spotted at the facility without his protective boot, a sign that the defensive front might finally be getting healthy. Still, with so many moving pieces, Snowden's ability to step in and hold his ground makes him a valuable insurance policy heading into the season. With so many uncertainties surrounding the Raiders' defensive line, depth has become a top priority. Charles Snowden's reliability could be the very reason he secures a spot on the 53-man roster. The coaching staff knows that in a long, punishing season, having players who can step up when stars are sidelined is non-negotiable. One of Snowden's strongest assets is his run defense. It's not flashy, but it's consistent, and consistency is exactly what the Raiders need right now. In a unit still searching for stability, that kind of dependability might be the key to earning his place in silver and black. Charles Snowden isn't the most athletic pass rusher, and he's not going to rack up sacks, but what he brings is discipline and reliability. He sets the edge, sticks to his assignments, and rarely makes mistakes. Last season, his run defense grade ranked among the top third of NFL edge defenders, and he missed only 3 tackles, a major improvement for a Raiders unit that struggled in that area. Snowden fits perfectly as a complementary piece alongside Malcolm Koonce, Tyree Wilson, and even Max Crosby when they need a breather. As the team waits for the outcome of his court hearing, which coincides with the first day of training camp, one thing is certain. If consistency and depth matter, Snowden still has a real chance to make the final roster.